start the meeting and you walked away. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The North Ridgeville City Council meeting is now in session. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Please rise for the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. Father, we ask you to guide us to use the talents that you've given each of us so that we may collectively make prudent decisions for the city of North Ridgeville and its residents. We ask for your blessings upon our community. In your name, amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
Swink.
Here.
Schaefer.
Here.
Abens.
Here.
Winkle.
Here.
Awig.
Excused.
DeVries.
Here.
Jacobs.
Here.
Mr. Mayor. Here. Law Director.
Here.
City Engineer.
Here.
Vice Finance Director.
Here.
Clerk of Council. Here.
Tonight, under the approval of minutes, we have before us the City Council public hearing meeting minutes dated January 2nd, 2024. Are there any changes or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, the minutes stand approved. We also have before us the City Council organizational meeting minutes dated January 2nd, 2024. Are there any changes or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, they stand approved. And lastly, we have the City Council regular meeting minutes also dated January 2nd, 2024. Are there any changes or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, those minutes stand approved as well. Please note that Council has also received the Records Commission meeting minutes dated December 18th, 2023, the Civil Service Commission's special meeting minutes dated January 3rd, 2023, and the Planning Commission meeting minutes dated January 9th, 2024. Civil Service Commission meeting was January 3rd, 2024. I think I said that wrong. All right, that brings us to our lobby session. As a reminder to those in council, the lobby session is an opportunity to address both council and the city administration. In the interest of time, it is not a question and answer or interactive session, however. Those wishing to speak are asked to speak from the podium. We do ask that you begin by stating your name and address for the record, at which time you will be given up to 3 minutes to speak regarding matters pertaining to the business of city council or the general affairs of the city of North Ridgeville. So at this time, the lobby session is now open. Is there anybody in attendance who wishes to address council this evening? Okay, seeing none, the lobby session is closed. We'll move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. On tonight's agenda, we do have a couple of ordinances that we'll ask for the emergency clause on, specifically 11 and 12. We'll talk about them when they come up later on. I have a couple of appointments that I need to make. First, I'll make a motion to reappoint Paul Schuman to the Planning Commission for a 4-year term expiring December 31st, 2027, and with that appointment retroactive back to January 1st of 2024.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Swink to appoint Paul Schuman to the Planning Commission. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink.
Yes.
Schaefer.
Yes.
Abens.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
Awig. DeVries.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Appointment is passed 6-0.
All right, thank you. And I'll also make a motion to reappoint Neil Thibodeau to the Board of Zoning and Building Appeals for a 4-year term expiring December 31st, 2027, with his appointment retroactive back to January 1st, 2024 as well. Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to reappoint Neil Thibodeau to the Board of Zoning and Building Appeals. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink.
Yes.
Schaefer.
Yes.
Abens.
Yes.
Winkle.
Yes.
DeVries.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
And finally, I'd like to, I'll move to reappoint Vincent Laparo to the Fair Housing Board for a 3-year term expiring July 5th, 2025.
Motion was made by the mayor and seconded by Swank to reappoint Vincent Laparo to the Fair Housing Board. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you. Moving on to the senior center, there is a spaghetti dinner occurring on Friday, January 26th from 5 to 7 at the senior center. Tickets are available in advance at the senior center or at the door the day of the event. Cost is $8 for adults, $7 for seniors, and $5 for children 10 and under. As always, dinner includes spaghetti and meatballs, side salad, and bread. Soda and dessert are available for $1 each. Dine-in or takeout is available, and proceeds benefit the programs at the senior center. And this month, it is the Rotary Club of North Ridgeville that is sponsoring the event. And we also have our newsletter, the e-newsletter, that'll be coming out shortly for February. If you haven't signed up for that already, please make sure that you do so. We had a great response to our first one in January, and we're looking for a similar response this time as well. And at this point, I'll move to go into executive session to conference with the public body's attorney concerning pending court action.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Abens to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing pending court action. Clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
All right, we will adjourn into executive session. All right, everybody, we thank you for your patience. We are now back in regular session. Mr. Mayor?
That concludes my report. Thank you.
All right, thank you. City Engineer?
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier this month, we were notified by NOACA that we received the requested CMAQ grant in the amount of $2,174,000 for the Sugar Ridge and Bender Roundabout with a projected construction schedule for fiscal year 2028. The stormwater utility fee has increased by 2.6% for a new total of $4.69 a month for residential properties, which subsequently affects commercial businesses by establishing an equivalent ERU at the same $4.69 a month rate. Engineering continues to work with the various utility companies to relocate their facilities for the Stony Mills and Avalon roundabout, as well as the new Chestnut Ridge and State Route 83 roundabout. The next Drainage Board meeting will be held here in Council Chambers next Tuesday at 7 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Director of Finance?
Thank you, Council President. Before Council tonight is 2024-9, an ordinance amending annual appropriations. In advance of this meeting, I sent Council a memorandum explaining each amendment requested for your consideration. I would like to ask Council to consider adopting this legislation tonight with the emergency clause to provide the Department of Finances the resources necessary to meet our financial obligations. In addition, the Finance Department issued our December 2023 financial report. This is a preliminary report pending the completion of the audit. Once that is completed, we will issue a finalized report, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Council is also in receipt of the December 2023 Building Division Report, the December 2023 Fire Department Report, the December 2023 Water Distribution and EPA Report, and the December 2023 Mayor's Court Report. I think that brings us to recess.
Mr. President, move to dispense with recess.
Second.
It was moved by Winkle and seconded by Swank to dispense with recess this evening. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. All opposed say no. All right, recess has been dispensed. Up first under first readings is 2024-7.
2024-7, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to purchase ultrasonic water meters and appurtenances from Badger Meter Incorporated, not to exceed $200,000 for calendar year 2024.
2024-8.
2024-8, an ordinance to amend Chapter 1062 Cemeteries of the North Ridgeville Codified Ordinances to revise regulations.
I will make a motion to amend 2024-8 by substitution with the version that was provided at our seats this evening. This was to correct a typo, as was explained in the email that we received from the Assistant Clerk of Council.
Second.
The motion was made by Jacobs and seconded by Winkle to amend 2024-8 by substitution. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swank,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries and 2024-8 is now amended.
2024-9.
2024-9, an ordinance amending ordinance number 6121-2023 of the City of North Ridgeville, Ohio, providing appropriations for the period commencing January 1st, 2024 and ending December 31st, 2024.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr.
motion to
DeVries.
dispense with the second and third readings.
Mr. President,
Yes,
motion
Mr.
to
Mayor.
amend.
Oh, yeah,
It's all right.
second.
Mr. President, we added another $50,000 to the capital project line. That's the amendment. We're looking to get some architectural services started on the renovations of the police station the police department area, where they are going to be vacating that over the next several weeks.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The motion was made by the mayor and seconded by DeVries to amend 2024-9. with the version that's at our places this evening. Is there any further discussion? Any questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries and 2024-9 is amended.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. DeVries.
motion to adopt.
Mr. President, I move to second the dispensing of second, third readings, and second the motion to adopt.
Okay, so let's,
First, let me back up. I move to second disposing of the second and third readings.
okay, so earlier in the meeting it was moved by DeVries and now seconded by Winkle to dispense with the second and third readings for 2024-9. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no.
Well, I hadn't made the motion already to adopt.
Mr. President, I second the motion to adopt.
And then add the emergency clause for the reasons stated earlier by the Director of Finance.
I'll second that as well.
It was moved by DeVries, seconded by Winkle, to add the emergency clause to 2024-9 for the reasons just stated. On the emergency clause alone, all in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no. It was moved by DeVries and seconded by Winkle to adopt 2024-9 with the emergency clause in place. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
2024-10.
2024-10, an ordinance amending Chapter 215 lien procedures of the North Ridgeville Administration Code.
2024-11.
2024-11, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of North Ridgeville to enter into a 39-month agreement with GoTo for voice services.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
move to amend.
Second.
The motion was made by the mayor and seconded by Abens to amend 2024-11. That's with the version that's at our seat.
That is, and Mr. President, it's a reduction in the services. So the dollar amounts changed in the proposal, and we just wanted to reflect the accurate numbers.
So the dollar amount was reduced, is what you said?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Again, the motion was made by the mayor and seconded by Abens to amend 2024-11 with the version provided at our seats this evening. Clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Abens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
2024-11 is amended.
Okay, move to dispense with the second and third readings of the amended version.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to dispense with the second and third readings for 2024-11 amended. Are there any comments at this time?
Mr. President, we're looking to move our voice services within the city over, and in particular, we have a police station that we're trying to get up and running. In order to have that happen, for them to open and have voice services at the same time, we need to pass this with the emergency, so I'll be asking for that in just a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Are there any additional comments or questions at this time?
Mr. President,
Yes, Mrs. Swink?
if I can ask for clarifications, this is on top of the phone service, correct? The Spectrum?
This, you mean the next one?
The amended version that we received, is that including the Spectrum? Because that wasn't on the original
I'm
monthly
sorry.
charge.
You know what? It was actually, I'm sorry. So Exhibit B. Exhibits
the
A
phones.
and B were stapled to 12,
Okay,
but they were supposed to be stapled to 11.
okay, maybe that's my confusion.
Yeah, and then the exhibits for 11 were supposed to be stapled to 12.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any additional comments, questions? So again, the motion was made by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to dispense with the second and third readings for 2024-11. All in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, move to add the emergency clause so that way we can get the police department up and running in a timely manner.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to add the emergency clause to 2024-11 for the reasons stated by the mayor. On the emergency clause, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. It was then moved by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to adopt 2024-11 amended with the emergency clause in place. At this time, are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0, and 2024-11 amended has been adopted.
2024-12.
2024-12, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of North Ridgeville to enter into a 36-month agreement with Spectrum Enterprise for fiber internet services.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
move to adopt, or to amend 12.
Second.
The motion was made by the mayor and seconded by Winkle to amend 2024-12 with the version provided at our seats,
Except with the exhibits switched.
except with the exhibit switch. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any comments or questions at this time?
Same reasoning, Mr. President, the price for the services, we were able to negotiate that down. And so we wanted to reflect the actual cost as we know it today.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Any additional comments, questions? All right, on the motion to amend, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
2024-12 has been amended 6-0.
Mr. President, move to dispense with the second and third readings.
Second.
It was moved by the mayor and seconded by Swink to dispense with the second and third readings for 2024-12 amended. Are there any comments or questions at this time? Hearing none, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries.
Mr. President, move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, move to add the emergency clause for the same reasons as in 11. With the police station coming online, we're trying to get these services connected in a timely manner.
I will second that. It's moved by the mayor and seconded by Jacobs to add the emergency clause to 2024-12 for the reasons stated by the mayor. On the emergency clause alone, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. It was then moved by the mayor and seconded by Swank to adopt 2024-12 amended with the emergency clause in place. Are there any comments at this time? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Swink,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Avens,
Yes.
Winkle,
Yes.
DeVries,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries, and 2024-12 is adopted amended.
All right, under second readings. I believe that's supposed to, is it,
Just this one.
yeah, is that supposed to be 2024-4? Okay, so there's a typo on the screen there.
The agenda's
Yeah, 2024-4.
2024-4, an ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of North Ridgeville such that permanent parcel number 07-00-023-101-074 located at 8371 Avon Belden Road be rezoned from R1 Resident District to I2 Light Industrial District.
2024-4 will be referred to Planning Commission. And we do not have any third readings this evening. As far as meeting announcements, there will be a public hearing regarding 2024-3, which is in regard to the vacation of a portion of Pleasant Avenue. That will be on Monday, February 5th, 2024, in council chambers, beginning at 6:45 PM. The next regular council meeting will be held Monday, February 5th, at 7 PM in council chambers. And there will also be a public hearing on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, at 6:45 PM in council chambers. That hearing is to allow for public comment on 2024-4. Do any members of council or the administration have any final comments this evening? All right, hearing none, this